Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Tyler, or xAMK Jedi here, and since Call of Duty World War II was made free for PlayStation Plus subscribers throughout the month of June, I thought it would be fitting to bring you guys some throwing knife spots that we found throughout the course of World War II. That way you guys that are just getting the game because of this will have a little bit of an understanding on some throwing knife spots that we found that you can go for in this game. This is going to be a two-part series covering the base maps, 4 of which will be shown in this video, and then the rest will be shown in a video down the line. But we're going to start off here on Aachen. You're going to plant where I show you here, and when you do that, you are going to run over to the offensive spawn, come over to this shop, push yourself against this corner here, crouch down, and then you're going to line up your bottom pistol crosshair with the letter G right here, as I'm doing here, and then you're going to aim up until your left crosshair is in line with the letter N to the left of it. And then when you know the enemy's defusing, just go ahead and throw your knife for a really nice bank shot to get him off the bomb. And you'll want to make sure you have the Expeditionary Division equipped on your class for all spots in this video and the next video, because that'll make your knife go further than it normally would. But moving over to Arden's Forest, you're going to plant where I showed you, and then you're going to push up against this barbed wire, and then you're going to turn around and see that dot right there in the distance. You're going to move over until you completely cover that dot with the wall in front of you, and then you're going to take your bottom pistol crosshair and line up the top tip of it with the corner on this window, as I'm doing here. And then when you know the enemy's defusing, you can go ahead and toss your throwing knife, and you should get a pretty nice bank off of that window to get him off of the bomb site. It'll actually bounce off of the bomb site itself, too, which is pretty nice. Next up is Flak Tower. I have 2 spots here to show you guys. Epic found this first one. You're going to plant where I showed you here, and then you're going to take a not-so-long journey over to this corner here. You are going to be in the open for this one, so be careful. But you're going to push into that corner while crouching, and remain crouched, and line up your dot on your throwing knife crosshair as such. And then when you know the enemy's defusing, just toss your knife, and you should get a pretty nice bank to get him off the bomb. For our second Flak Tower spot, you're going to plant where I show you here, and then you are going to not get killed like I was trying to avoid here. But you're going to push into this corner here when you know it's safe, and you're going to be in the open for this one too, so be careful. Line up the top tip of your bottom pistol crosshair with the corner on that cannon like such, and then when you know the enemy's defusing, just toss your throwing knife for a really nice bank. Moving over to Gibraltar for the final 3 spots of this video. You're going to plant for this first one where I show you at B, and then when you do that, you are going to push up against this wall, and then you're going to move over until you completely cover that green door, and then after you do that, you're going to see this dot on this wall here, which you're going to line up your bottom pistol crosshair with, as such. And then when you know the enemy's defusing, just go ahead and throw your knife, and you should get a pretty nice, pretty simple bank shot to get him off the bomb. Moving over to A, you're going to plant where I show you here. Epic found this spot too. After you plant the bomb, you're going to come over to this corner here, and then you are going to crouch. And after you do that, you're going to line up the left tip of your right pistol crosshair with this corner on the building right in front of you. And then when you know the enemy's defusing, just go ahead and throw your knife, and you should get a pretty nice 2 bank to get him off the bomb. And for the final spot for this part, you're going to plant where I show you here, and then when you do that, you're going to run back over to this wall. You're going to push up against it, and then you're going to take aim at this cannon, and you're going to see that dot. You're going to move over until you completely cover it, and then when you do that, you're going to line up the top tip of your bottom pistol crosshair with this corner here on the cannon, and then after you do that, you're going to crouch and throw your knife when you know the enemy's defusing for a really nice kill cam. So that's it for our first compilation. The rest of the base maps will be covered in a video in the future. So, that's going to do it for me. Hope to catch you guys in the next one. Peace.